What's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerie and this is my first video here on YouTube. It's going to be a chit chat get ready with me, and it's going to be on this look right here. This is my everyday like face makeup, eye makeup, not much going on there, but I am planning to do more get ready with me's in the future and do a little bit more with the eyes. If you are interested in more like eye looks, I have started making videos on my Instagram. I'm just excited in general just to get started, and I hope people are actually watching these and enjoying them. I'm like so hunchback. Was I like this the entire video? Wow. But let's go ahead and just get right into the video. Like I said, it's just going to be something really simple and pretty natural. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is actually like a newer thing I've been doing, is I've been using like gel to make my eyebrows stick up, just because, I don't know if you can tell, but one of my eyebrows, which one is it? It's this one. This one has the hairs going up in the front, and then this one has the hairs going this way. So like, I just find that it's easier to make them look a little bit better when I make them stand up, and I can just form them that way. So that's what I'm going to do. So I literally have it in this little like container, and it's just the Got2b glue. I use that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the color 4, and I'm just going to lightly like brush this through my brows. I don't want anything too crazy, so I'm just kind of making strokes. And I'm happy with how they look right now. They're looking kind of cute. I'm going to be using, this is like my favorite concealer right now. I've used the Too Faced one, and I still like this one like better. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the color Warm, or Fair Warm. And I'm just going to use this to clean up under my brows. To do that, I'm using the Morphe M124 brush. That's what my eye looks like right now, so I'm just going to blend it a little bit. Boom. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to set that really quick before it starts creasing with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. And I think this one's in like Fair Light, I think. Just going to dust that over my eye. Happy with my brows today. I think they look good. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other eye. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the skin, which is my favorite part. When I watch these, like, I feel like I really get to know the person, whether like if they start with their brows, their foundation. I don't know how those of you who do your foundation before you do your eyeshadow do it. I really don't. And actually, before I do my foundation, I'm just going to add a little bit of color to my eyes. So to do that, I'm going to be using the James Charles palette, and I'm just going to be using, I don't know the names of these, I threw away the plastic, but I'm just going to use this brown right here to just add some warmth back into my eyes with this is the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap that in. Boom. We're just going to go ahead and blend that out. Just because I don't like too much eyeshadow like on a daily basis, I like to just add some warmth back in. So that's what I'm doing. I felt like the thing stopping me was I was just so nervous about what people were gonna say, and now that I look back, it's like in high school it's a little different because you see those people all the time. Now that I'm in college, I don't see anybody, especially now that we're going online. At least my university is going online. I'm like, I'm not gonna see anybody, so like, you know, if they say something, I mean, that's fine, that's cool. But at the end of the day, I've always wanted to do it, and all these years I was like, what if? And I kind of just, you know, dipped my toe in when I started doing my like eyeshadow looks on IGTV or like Instagram videos, and I loved doing them. I find it's so relaxing and so like soothing to do, to edit, and to just sit there and do your makeup. And then, by the way, next I'm just using this little like color up here. Okay, next I'm gonna do mascara after. I'm gonna start on my face this time, for real. I have a little sample of the makeup, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This stuff is amazing. I need to get the bigger size. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation. This one's in the color 120 Classic Ivory. I'm just gonna give this a good mix and then put it on the back of my hand. Oh snap. I hate these when it doesn't have a pump. Okay, hopefully that was good. And then I know this is already the dewy one, but I really like my face to look hydrated, and I'm gonna put powder, so I'm gonna use the Sun-Kissed Booster Drops by e.l.f. I really like these. It kind of just gives your foundation, like it makes it like glide, and I just do like 1 or 2 drops of that. So I'm just gonna mix that in, and then I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just gonna buff it in. But yeah, back to the story. So yeah, I always really wanted to do YouTube videos. I watch them all day. Like, I have no life. It's either I'm on Netflix or I'm on YouTube. Just a little bit about me. I am 22 years old. I am a Scorpio. My birthday's on October 24th. And yeah, I cheered. I did like competitive, well, I don't know how you call it, like I would compete and stuff, but I did cheer since I was like 9 years old, and then I stopped when I was a senior in high school. So straight out of high school, I went to a community college just because I felt like it would be way cheaper, and I got like a little like 2-year scholarship so that I wouldn't have to pay for anything. So I decided it would be smarter to do that, so I did. And then I transferred over after two or 3 years of community college, and I did my first semester at my university. And during my first semester, one of my friends from high school that I had cheered with was on the cheer team at my university, and she let me know that they needed another top girl. So I'm really small, I'm 5'1". So she messaged me, and I had been doing cheer for so long, and at first I was so reluctant. I was like, I'm not doing it, like I need to focus on school. And then I also had a pretty much a full-time job as well, so I was like, there's no way I'm doing it. And she was like, come on, do it, and like they really needed someone. So I hadn't done it in 4 years, mind you, so I kind of just jumped in, and I did it for like a semester until the end of their season. And it's an experience I will never forget, honestly. I met like lifelong friends, which is awesome. I mean, it was honestly really tough like in the moment, because I'm just gonna pause really quick before I keep going. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This is a color corrector, and it's in the color Creamy Beige. I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. For a while, honestly, it was really tough because, like I said, so I was a full-time student, and then I was almost pretty much a full-time employee. I worked at it's a speakeasy bar. I would have to wake up kind of early because I lived a little far from the school, so I would probably get up at like 5:36 every morning. But I remember Tuesdays and Thursdays being the hardest days because those were the days I had to go to work. So I would wake up super early, drive to school, and I had an 8 a.m. class. Those of you who go to university know 8 a.m. classes are the worst thing. So I would get there, go to my classes. My first class was at 8 a.m. and then I didn't have another class until 2:30 I think. So I had a really big gap. So I would do homework, I would sleep in my car. So after my 2:30 class, I would go to work, and by then I'm already exhausted. I would probably get into work at like 4? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've worked. But I would get there and I'd already be exhausted. I remember there was one time where I'm literally about to pull into my parking spot at work, and I back into spots. I never like pull forward into them if I don't have to. And so I'm backing in, and my car just stops completely. It just stops. I have the worst luck with my car. My car is so old. But now I'm going in with this concealer. So I have the worst luck with this car. I've had it since I was in high school, and my parents got it for me, so I'm super grateful, but like this car gives me so many problems. So I'm backing in, my car stops. I freak out. I'm already exhausted. I have to go to work, and like I think it was like 30 minutes before I had to get into work, and my car just stops there. And then I'm trying to figure out like, do I get a tow truck? But then I remember like it's kind of tough because I'm in a parking structure. Like a tow truck is pretty big, like I don't know if they're gonna be able to get in. And so then I see this guy and I ask him to help me put my car back into the thing. So I put my car in neutral and he's pushing it in, and then it's like completely crooked, like almost hitting the car next to me. that was probably one of the worst moments. Like, I just remember being so stressed out. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I call my mom. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I message my manager and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be late to work. My car is literally like halfway into the parking spot. Like, I can't just leave it here. And they're like, that's fine. Luckily, it was like not a busy day. We end up getting a tow truck. The tow truck does not fit into the garage. And when I tell you the level of freaking out, so the guy ends up having to put my car in neutral and like wheel the car all the way down to the first floor. I was on the 3rd or 4th floor of this parking garage, so I felt so bad. He literally just rolled the car by himself. I ran to work, and then I had a shift from, I think it was like 5 until like 1:30 in the morning, which is like, it's not a long shift, but like just thinking about the day I had and then like working that late, I was exhausted. So those were my Tuesdays and Thursdays. I had to work like that, and then on Mondays and Wednesdays I would have practice. And those practices would run, I think, until 11:30. How do I not remember this stuff? I don't know. But I'm just taking a break. I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. And I'm going to be taking a little bit of this color and a little bit of this color. So this one's like a little cooler and this one's really warm. So I'm just going to mix the two and get that on my face with a Morphe M224 all over my god. But yeah, I freaked out. They ended up taking my car, and I remember just being so, like, throughout the day, it was getting me down that something I need to work on is, like, once something happens, I need to just let it go, but I can't. It's not that easy. It really isn't. And just heads up, this look would literally take me, like, 30 minutes if I was just not talking. Oh, shoot. It's so crooked. Boom. We're done. Wow, I did this so ugly, my nose. It's fine, we'll fix it with concealer. Every college student struggles different, but like that was just insane. I can't, like, my days were jam-packed like at all times. And I'm just blending it out with a small stipple brush by e.l.f. But yeah, they would be so jam-packed. I would barely see anybody. Like, I had no time to see my friends. I would literally only see like the cheerleaders. But it was an experience I would not take back. Like, I wasn't on for long, but I feel like I had a really good experience. I came on right before competition season, so I feel like I got a pretty good, like, gist of it. Look how glowy my skin looks. I love that. And then to blend out my nose, I'm using a Morphe E62 brush, and I'm just gonna get that up in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go a little bit with concealer and just highlight the bridge of my nose because I messed it up. That's so much. I put a lot. Can I lift it and just... I'm just gonna blend that in really quick before it dries. Does that look insane? I can't tell. And I hope my foundation looks like it somewhat matches. Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend out under my eyes. And I'm gonna apply powder. And I'm gonna use that same Maybelline Fit Me. I've tried the Laura Mercier, but I personally don't like it. I feel like it makes my skin look super dry. And then for this, I use this brush. It's a Sigma brush. S50. And I'm just gonna tap this in under my eyes. Boom. And I'm not baking, I'm literally like pressing the powder in. And then I'm gonna go back and how does that look like? And then I'm gonna go back in after and swipe anything that I didn't press in fully. But yeah, I just feel like everything that's going on right now is so insane. All I'm saying is 2021 better be like amazing. Because... So for those of you wondering, I am a interdisciplinary studies major, which basically what that means, well, I guess you'll just say I studied 3 different majors. My 3 majors are psychology, child development, and speech hearing language sciences. So funny story about that. I was a speech hearing language sciences major, just that. And then I took 1 semester and it was just not what I expected. Like, for those of you, if you are in speech hearing language sciences, like, props to you. It is a very difficult, fast-paced course or major. So I knew I always wanted to work with kids, but I didn't know exactly what. But my end goal, hopefully, is to become a child psychologist. Okay, now I'm going in with the e.l.f. bronzer, and this is in the color Forever Sunkissed. And I'm just putting this. Oh, this isn't the brush I use anymore. I use this brush now. And I'm putting a lot of bronzer on because I feel like at the end I don't put enough and I just look washed out. And I hate that. So here I am now. And then, so the 2 blushes I always use is either the Kylie Cosmetics Close to Perfect blush. This one's more on the peachy side. Or I'll use the e.l.f. What is this one? Always Rosy. I'm going to go in with this one. The only thing is you have to be really careful because it's really pigmented. So I take twice and then I rub it on my hand. And then I go in. I like a lot of blush. As you can tell, I'm like packing it on. I'm just going to go ahead and cut underneath just to give it a cleaner look. Benji's watching me. It's a tough crowd. I have 2 French Bulldogs. I have Benji, which you just met, and then I also have Bruno, he's a year older than Benji, and he's a blue brindle French Bulldog. I only let this sit for a little bit because I hate seeing that like line. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff this out. This is just a Morphe M106 brush. Up next, which is my eyelashes. I love doing my eyelashes. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this curler. I don't know where it's from. It's just a curler. And then I'm gonna take the Lash Sensational. This is the waterproof in black brown for my lashes. And then underneath, the Kush Mascara. This is so good. And I love it for my under eye, or my lashes underneath. I don't remember what they're called. But I'm just going to curl these bad boys. I don't do anything special. I'm going to get all up in there. And my eye is watering. My eyes always water when I do my makeup. I absolutely hate it. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take the Milk Makeup, and I'm just going to do that under the eye. So now I'm actually going to set my face first, and then I'm going to get into the lips. Okay, so I'm just going to spray my face really quick. Woo. I'm just going to take this again. So these are like my 3 favorite things. It's the e.l.f. Pumping Lip Gloss in the color Peach Bellini, the Morphe lip liner in the color Sweet Tea, and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the color Honey, which is it's a matte lipstick. So the direction I want this channel to go in is, I think I want to do like beauty videos and like lifestyle. Like I would love to like start vlogging. I'm gonna go in with the lipstick, the Anastasia lipstick. I don't really want to do a dark lip liner today. But yeah, lifestyle and beauty I think is where I want this to mainly go. But if you have any ideas and like something else you would prefer me do, let me know, because I'll definitely do it. Well, depending on what you say. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the lip gloss just a tiny bit in like the center of my lips. Cute. But yeah, I don't exactly know what I want to do just yet. I know I want to do some vlogs. I know I want to do get ready with me's and like hauls and try-ons. But I feel like there's just so much to do, and I feel like the things that people want to watch are always changing. So just let me know what you want to see. And I will definitely do it. if it's, you know, something that I'm comfortable with. But yeah, this is the finished look. It's just very beige. I'm actually gonna put something in the inner corner to highlight just the inner corner though. I'm just gonna use this. I think it's called Ring Light from... That concludes the video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. As you can see, I've mainly focused on the face, but if you want to see some more eye looks, I can definitely do that. I had a great time on here doing my makeup. It was really relaxing. Really excited to just get used to being in front of the camera and just being a little bit more myself, you know. I hope you enjoyed the Shein haul that I upload next. But yeah, just stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!